happy birthday to us, because everyone has a birthday. This is at the very end. And
Yeah.
we all sing happy birthday to us and twinkle, twinkle, little star. So if I feel it hasn't gone too well, maybe by the time we've sung both.
That's good. And Barbara, I like that also you're using, like, to wind up your program,
Right.
to end it, you're using that participatory element, which is really nice too. Having them sing along is great, and that's always, you know, like you said, if it hasn't gone too well, you know, that's what they'll remember, right? That's excellent.
Not with the kindergartners anyway.
Yeah. Another aspect is, you know, Michael talked a little bit about this. You might want to focus on one particular part of the program after you listen to the CD. If there's something that stands out to you to focus on, I mean, maybe it's the Vivaldi. You know, Judith, I don't know, you've got this beautiful picture of Vivaldi. You know, you might want to, you know, focus on that a little bit more. And in that, also giving anecdotes. I was hoping Michael might have an anecdote about a composer, but certainly, you know, we can find that information if you want to look it up. The other point that we also wanted to make is making this a really engaging program instead of like the, I guess a more old-fashioned style is more of like a lecturing, like actually like, you know, talking them. We can't impress upon all of it. I mean, I think we're already, you know, going along those lines, but to really engage the kids, the students, and even the, you know, the teachers. Michael mentioned that we are doing this interactive art program. What I'm noticing, just to give you a little bit of background, this is kind of new for me to be this education coordinator, but what I'm noticing when you are out there applying for all sorts of grants for these educational programs, it is so important to have these programs that are actually engaging the students rather than just, you know, keep playing music for them, which is valuable in its own way, but there's also this element of engaging that is really important. So this interactive art program, as Michael was mentioning, explains it also in your packet. I think it's on the second page or third page. We have asked the teachers, when they registered, they clicked whether or not they were going to participate. So what we're asking them to do is to listen to the CD, pick a section that you then, you know, interact with your class. You can do individual art projects or you could do a class art project. Once they finish their project, we want the teacher to take a photo of the art project, send it to us. Patrice in the office he will be putting these photos online, and then we're actually asking our community and the school's community to make a vote, which will be tallied. And then, as Michael said, he is, you know, graciously putting forth a little bit of prize money for 5 or 6 winners who then will get $100 to put that towards a creative arts program at their school. So that's just a little bit more detail. Again, that's explained in the program. One thing that I'm thinking about is I'm, you know, thinking, well, what am I going to do for this program? I'm actually going to tell the teachers ahead of time that there will be a segment where I want them to give the students a blank piece of paper, both sides, and I'm going to play one piece of music, which is a little Vivaldi concerto for cello. I want them write whatever they want. They could do words, they can do a picture, they can just do colors, if a color comes to their mind. And then I'm going to have them flip it over, and I'm going to play a piece by Ravel, keeping along with the French line, but you know, doing something a little different. It's a habanera, and have them do listen to a piece of music that's completely different, and then see what kind of words or images, whatever they want. This is just a little bit of a, you know, kind of a preparation for hopefully what then the teacher will have them interact with the music in that way. So it makes it a little bit more participatory from the classroom standpoint. We're also going to collect the this competition is going to be tallied up before the concerts, and then I'm going to go around and collect the winners, and we're going to have them on display in the front of the concert, and we're going to have the works of art displayed at the Break Bread concert in December in the lobby. So I think that'll be a nice way for the kids to be excited about the music. Let me see here. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about, I think I actually wore bright clothes. I actually wear bright clothes a lot of the times, but I wore this because I'm showing you what I might wear. For me, this is comfortable. Think about what you want to wear. You can wear whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. But if you want to wear something that will get their attention, you know, I might actually put this ridiculous little hair thing up here. Just, you know, so for me, I like to bring bright colors. I like to bring a lot of energy into the presentation. I think I've heard other people, wasn't there someone who dressed up, maybe wore a tuxedo? I thought I heard that there was a docent at one year.
Robert dressed up as Mozart last
Oh, okay, okay.
Robert did, and
Yeah, so, you know, if that feels natural, go for it, you know. But, you know, consider a little costume or a bright color or a bright necklace or a bright shirt.
A tie for gentlemen that's bright, or a scarf for women. The kids will focus on that and help keep their attention.
Yes, yes. One other thing I wanted to talk about before we move along and open it to Michelle, and then we'll do more questions and comments. The other thing that works very well, if you do have a moment where you're a little more interactive with the students, one thing that I do that works a lot is you ask a question that just is a show of hands. So for instance, for this kind of thing, you know, the kids are just so excited to raise their hand. You might say, how many of you have, I don't know, gone to the YPC, gone to an orchestra concert before, you know? Just a question. It doesn't have to be a monumental question, just something so they get to, you know, and sometimes that also gets them a little excited, you know, and you might have to calm them back down. But consider asking questions where they can participate. Another example, you did the idea of singing along while you play. I've done the Twinkle also, where I'll play Twinkle and they'll sing away. And sometimes I've done for a Spanish immersion class, and I've asked them, you know, sing in Spanish, you know, your song, and that worked really well. Another program, we were working with the concept of rhythm, and we were getting the point across of what a march is. And we played the march from the Star Wars theme, and we actually had the kids stand up and march in place. The clarinet player walked around. I didn't walk around, I just sat there and played. But that was another way, and that was probably 3/4 of the way through the program. So just as they're starting to get antsy, you give them a little something to do, bring them back down, and then kind of wrap up the program. So that's another idea. And I think that's kind of, I've covered a lot. Michelle, do you want to come up and?
I would love to take a break and let people talk to each other.
Excellent.
One of the things we're going to want is on your registration form, it asks for you to list a partner if you wanted a partner. So this is a good way to talk and find out who you might want to partner with. So if we can take 10 minutes
Yes,
for
great.
refreshments, bathroom, talk to people, move
Good.
around, just like the kids, we need to get up and move.
Right, good. And then we'll come back, Michelle will do some talking, and we'll do questions and comments. Yeah.
Yes.